I hear you, Charlie, man. You know those kids now. South Bronx, New York, what do I see? Kids growing up in the community.
I was just born in the South Bronx where hip-hop was created. South Bronx where hip-hop was created.
And that would leave the job up to my own Scott LaRock. And he's from South Bronx, the South Bronx, South Bronx.
I was rhyming from my block, my street, 139th Street and Millbrook Avenue. There's a place called Millbrook Projects. And there were Jamaicans, Haitians, Cubans. I mean, the whole Latino community was there.
I was just born in the South Bronx where hip-hop was created.
You could not help but walk down the street and, you know, hear a Jamaican talking or hear a Puerto Rican speaking his tongue or her tongue. You grew up around multi-cultures.
I was just born in the South Bronx where hip-hop was created.
And so I put out the record South Bronx.
Right.
And today, it's to be scholarly correct, hip-hop started in the West Bronx. It never started in the South Bronx. It never started in the South Bronx.
In August 1973, a young Jamaican-born New Yorker known as DJ Kool Herc threw a party in the South Bronx.
It never started in the South Bronx. It never started in the South Bronx. It never started in the South Bronx.
What if I say, is it true? I would say that the history of hip-hop needs to be rewritten correctly.
I agree. Because a lot of hip-hop to me is propaganda. This is why I'm giving this to you.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? No disrespect. Like I
Right.
said, let's correct some of this shit out here, man. And if Herc is number one, I'm number two. I came out of 1520. What we talking about?
Right.
But I see guys still saying they made Herc.
As far as the history being rewritten correctly, for y'all half, it would have to say, y'all part of hip-hop didn't come out of poverty. Right? It didn't come out of gangs.
Right.
It didn't come out of poverty.
It didn't
come out of burnt down buildings.
Not at all. That's what I said. What's the difference? This is why, like I said, the West Bronx wasn't infatuated with gangs. You know what I'm saying? It really wasn't, because you had, not to say a difference, because we all look like, well, that's the poor part and this is that.
Right.
Like you said, the abandoned buildings. You mostly had working class people.
Right.
You know, so you didn't need to.
And you know what's interesting? I'm trying to study the Soundview area. I'm studying the Soundview area. I don't think that we had too many burnt down
Right.
buildings.
That was the South Bronx.
That was the South Bronx.
Right. I agree. That wasn't the whole Bronx. That wasn't the whole Bronx. That was the South Bronx.
That was the South Bronx.
Right.
It never started in the South Bronx. It never started in the South Bronx.
Now, I have a link on my page, and it's with Coke LaRock, who's considered the first MC to a block party or a hurt party. And he clearly states that the first B.Boy to exist was a guy named Sata, and his name was really Salsa. And he even claims in this link that he comes way before the Nigga Twins, and he is to be considered the first B-Boy. And now with Coke LaRock is depicting a Kool Herc jam, and he affiliates Salsa in a Kool Herc jam. Mind you, Salsa is Puerto Rican.
Yeah.
So for them to erase who Salsa was and put the Nigga Twins before them, even though Zulu Kings were established before the Nigga Twins were around, we have something wrong here.
But was this guy Salsa? Was he doing the same movements that Zulu Kings and people like you were doing? Do we know?
Yeah, he plays more of a Puerto Rican flavor to it.
Okay, Sasa, now that sounds Spanish. Are you Spanish at all?
Nah. I just figured, man, you know, I liked it, the name.
Okay.
In Spanish, it means sauce. But I liked the Sasa because I didn't hear too many people name Sasa. So therefore, it would distinguish me. It would distinguish me, you know, from all the other names, because there was other names out there at the time